Hey guys, it's Kerima and welcome back to another cleaning video. Before we get into all of the cleaning motivation, I am going to acknowledge my absence here on YouTube. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I haven't been going through lots of things since the beginning of this year. So we are going to talk about it, just not in this voiceover. I am going to make a dedicated video explaining where I've been, what I've been going through, and what's all been going on in my life. But I needed to rip the band-aid off. I've been sitting on this video for a while. It's been edited for a while, and I've been ready to come back. I just kind of been scared. So I'm just jumping right back in. I got a ton of cleaning motivation for you in this video. So either clean with me or sit back and enjoy. So I'm starting out in the kitchen. It is typically where I like to start. It's not where I always start my cleaning, but it is where I prefer to start my cleaning. My kitchen wasn't that bad today. I didn't have very many dishes to wash, which was a plus for me, but I had a few to put away. I think I had a few things in the sink to wash. You guys will see in a minute. I have to unload the dishwasher. We're gonna do all the things in the kitchen. I want to do a little deeper clean, so I'm going to wipe down my cabinets. We're going to mop the floor, do all the things. You can definitely tell it's summertime here in Dallas because the flies and the ants have entered the building. So here I am trying to catch a fly. I was not successful, but it is what it is. I cannot stand them. If you guys have any suggestions on how to get rid of them, we spend a lot of time in the backyard and they just fly in, and I have a lot more than usual. You're gonna see in a future video, my neighbor has a plum tree, which is really nice, but a ton of his plums fall off into my yard, and it is so hot here that they start to rot, and the flies, have a plum wine party back in my backyard. So there was a lot of flies. So if you have any remedies on how to fix that, please let me know. Another thing you will probably notice in my videos to come is that you're probably going to see me in workout clothes a lot, is how I motivate myself to go to the gym. I'm really proud of myself. I started working out routinely in December of last year. I have fallen off a time or 10, but I always get back to it. And I am at that point in my workout journey or my fitness journey where I am not motivated anymore. So I have to do all the things to kind of push myself to make it to the gym or to just get a workout in. So usually when I get ready for the day, especially if it's a weekend, I just put my workout clothes on to just kind of mentally prepare myself and keep in mind that at some point today we are going to work out or make it to the gym. didn't mention this in the intro of the video, but I do want to acknowledge that I do see a lot of the people who are reaching out to me in other on other social media platforms, even in my email. I do see you. I know I haven't replied to all of you. To be honest, it's because sometimes I don't even know what to say. I am okay, so I really appreciate you guys. And it was overwhelming how many messages I got on my Instagram. So I really appreciate you guys thinking about me, checking up on me and the kids. It does not go unnoticed. And I do apologize for my absence and my lack of response. But when you're going through things and you're in the thick of it, it's really hard to talk about. I'll just say it like that. It's just really hard to talk about these things and share. And I never want to lie. I am okay, but for the most part, I am okay today for sure. But when a lot of you were reaching out, I wasn't having the greatest of days. I was going through a lot of things were happening, and I just really didn't know how to express it. But I did see it, and it did make me feel better, and I truly appreciate and love you guys. So while I was cleaning, I was trying to catch up on some of my favorite YouTubers that I enjoy watching here on YouTube, but I was getting way too distracted. It already takes a long time to clean and record, and then trying to watch something was just slowing me down even more. So I put on my headphones to listen to some music because I just cannot clean in silence. I either need the TV playing in the background, I just need to listen to something, a podcast, an audiobook, music. Music is my favorite because it just gives me energy. You're going to see me dancing around a little bit. So, yeah. I also wanted to ask you guys, how are you guys doing? There's a few of you who always comment on every video. You know who you are. So get in that comment box today and just tell me how you're doing. I truly missed you guys. I miss seeing your comments on all of my videos. I just kind of miss interacting with you guys, and I just want to put it out there. I know I said I'm going to discuss in detail in a separate video, and I am, but I want you to know that no matter what I'm going through, I'm always going to come back to YouTube. I really enjoy this platform. I enjoy the community that I created here, and I'm always going to come back. I have to prioritize my life the way it works for me, and sometimes YouTube just is not at the top of the priority. It's just not. It's not you guys personally, but when I have to put things in perspective and I have to prioritize things, sometimes YouTube falls to the bottom, and I don't love that. I am really trying to figure out a way to keep it all together, but it is not always easy for me to do. So please, I know this was long-winded, but please tell me how you've been in the comments below. I just wanted to put this disclaimer out there. I know I don't have to, but I've gotten this comment before, and I'm really not in the mood to get this comment again, but it is a comment that I get often when I'm cleaning the garbage can. I do switch out the cloth. I have numerous blue microfiber cloths because that's the color I chose for my kitchen. But once I wipe down a few appliances and I get to the garbage cans, that cloth is done. It goes in the dirty clothes. So you are going to see another blue microfiber cloth because that's just what color I use for my kitchen, but it is a fresh one, I promise. I realize that's another reason why I kind of take hiatuses from YouTube, is because when I'm going through a lot of things and I'm feeling really mentally fragile, it's hard to deal with a lot of public judgment. And that's something that I'm working on, because honestly, I really shouldn't let certain things bother me as much as I do, but I'm human. So sometimes when I am not feeling as, I guess, strong to deal with some of the things that you have to deal with when you put yourself on the internet publicly, I just kind of take a little break. And this is for like less than 5% of the people who interact with my videos. 95% plus of you are amazing and you leave wonderful comments, but there are a small few who I don't know, I guess find joy in saying negative things to people. And I am totally okay with criticism, but constructive criticism. Like, your goal shouldn't be to hurt my feelings. So sometimes I take little hiatuses to just kind of not destroy my mental health anymore, but I'm working on all of that. So I did just wipe down the lower half of the top cabinets. I'm pretty tall, so I just went up as high as I can reach. But what I noticed is the area that people touch near the knobs, and especially the cabinets around the stove, they get a little sticky, and you can kind of see a line of demarcation where the dirt kind of begins, and it drives me nuts. So I at least wanted to wipe down the bottom half of the cabinets so it would at least match the top half. And I really didn't feel like getting on a stool, but I am going to clean the full lower cabinets, obviously, because I can reach them. I also wanted to mention that I've been keeping it really simple with my cleaning products. Most of my cleaning products come from Dollar Tree just because it's convenient and it's cheap. I still love my Barkeeper's Friend, so I grabbed that from Walmart, of course, but I just keep it really simple. I like this all-purpose Method Cleaners dupe. It's by the awesome brand at Dollar Tree. It reminds me exactly of the Method all-purpose cleaner. So I grab a couple of bottles of that and I will clean the entire kitchen with that. So I really couldn't wait to get to the floors. I really should have cleaned my table off before I did the floors, but it was driving me insane. There's crumbs, there's spots, there's stains. The floors really needed to be mopped really bad. I saw Kingston in the background of this video, and I know you guys have really been missing the kids. You'll see them soon. We did go on a little vacation, and I am going to share some of our vacation with you guys. But the kids are doing well. We had some rough moments as well with the children. We were all going through a little something, but that was a big reason why I needed to take some time to make sure that I was okay, to make sure that my children were okay, but we're all doing really well now. So I got no better with this table. I got a smaller table and I feel like I got a bigger mess. But in my defense, it is the end of the school year. School had ended, I think, not too shortly before I filmed this video. So a lot of Kingston's projects had came home and I was just going through some of them. That's what's in that bag because I want to keep some of his, his schoolwork and artwork from his first grade school year. The green bin on his table is his summer activities. So every weekend or ever so often, we'll go through some of his workbooks and do some lessons and his flashcards. So I keep that in that green file folder there. We've been making a lot of HelloFresh meals. I've been ordering it myself because I needed something convenient for dinner. The kids were kind of getting tired of spaghetti. So, and I was just, mentally, I couldn't even think when it came to dinner. So HelloFresh solved that problem for me. You'll see what we had for dinner today. And of course, mail, mail is just the bane of my existence. So there's that.
Always alone. You will always be there. Always alone. You will always be there. Always alone. You will always be there. Always alone.
I'm still using my Old English lemon oil to polish the table. This was one of my childhood chores. I had the chore of polishing all of the wood furniture, and this is what my grandmother used. She either used Pledge or the Old English oil, and I had to polish all of our wood furniture. So it's something that I carried with me into adulthood. I get that question ever so often of what I'm using on the table. It's just Old English lemon oil. And like I mentioned before, I've been ordering HelloFresh just to have different recipe ideas because my kids were tired of eating the same food, and it's been really helpful. I didn't go through the whole process. This video is not sponsored, but I wanted to share the meal with you guys anyway. So I did have to stop and get groceries. So this is, I guess, an impromptu grocery haul. I didn't go over all of the items that I got, but I figured I could show you. You can see, you can figure out what it is. Not hard to see, but this is everything that I bought, and then some. They had some backyard patio furniture cushions on sale at Aldi. I didn't plan on getting any of those things, but they were a decent price, and mine got really destroyed from last year, just leaving it out through all the seasons, because that's how much your girl was going through it. I didn't do anything in my backyard to prepare for the winter. So you'll also see how damaged my old cushions got in this video. So I really wanted something to replace it. I was a little frustrated with myself because I was really going to Aldi to pick up some fruit, bread, and eggs, and yeah, I left with the whole store. So what's new? So some of my routine is still the same. I didn't show the process in this video, but I'm still washing my fruit and then putting it up in the fridge. Like I said many times before, it is the easiest way to make sure that the fruit doesn't go bad, because for some reason, if the fruit is in the original packaging, my kids know that it hasn't been washed and they refuse to wash it and it will go bad. So I like to prep my fruit. I will use a fruit and veggie wash. I will use vinegar, just whatever I have on hand. And I like to use these produce keepers containers. I got them from Costco. You can just check periodically if you're interested in something like that, because Costco seems to put them out at some point every year. So I've seen them multiple times in Costco, but I think they do a good job at making the produce last. So I wash everything. I'm washing the apples now because I just want the kids to be able to grab and go. So my backyard is representation of the year we had. I'll just say it was tough. As you can see, our swing was torn up. It just had it. Our seat cushions were torn up. And that's honestly because I left them out year round. So from last summer throughout the entire winter, rain, freeze, everything, they've just been out there, and yeah. So I definitely needed to replace them. I actually got those cushions from Aldi a previous year. This table set, I want to say I got from Walmart, but as you can see, it's all torn up, broken up into pieces. The outdoor carpet was just destroyed and torn up. So I really needed some things to replace and freshen up my backyard. I planned on buying just new patio furniture, but for one, patio furniture is really expensive. And yeah, I just didn't want to do that. So I said I'm just going to use what I had and replace the cushions. So I'm using some dish soap and water. It's just a little bowl of Dawn and some water to wipe down the furniture. There was like a light coating of dust and pollen and all of the outside things on the furniture. We haven't been really using them because we're just starting to get outside. Again, this is previously recorded. This was recorded probably at the end of May. So I just want you guys to know that I've been trying to put some videos out for you for a while, but I really had to rip that band-aid off. So there was just a thick coating of dust and pollen on the furniture, and I was trying to wipe it off previously, but I realized I needed some soap and water, so that's what I'm doing here. I was really happy to get rid of this table because all of the little plastic pieces or wicker pieces had dry rotted and broke up into all these little pieces. It was kind of trapped in between the table and it was getting all over the ground. So I tried to break it up some and put it on the carpet so I wouldn't have to sweep up a bunch of tiny little wicker pieces from that table. But I'm getting rid of the carpet and I'm getting rid of that table. I was contemplating on whether I wanted to get rid of the egg chairs because no one really uses them, but they're not in bad condition. And I was also changing the color scheme of the backyard, and I felt like the gray didn't match as well. But what I think I'm ultimately going to do is just spray paint them. I think I'm going to spray paint the wicker chairs, the egg chairs, white, and maybe just get some fabric to go over the cushions to change the color. I don't know. Those are just my thoughts. If I get rid of them, I'm not going to buy any more, but they're in good condition. So maybe I'll try spray painting them. So I apologize for the shakiness of this clip. It doesn't last long, so please stick with me. But you can tell by like the torn up parts of my canopy. I'm also going to remove that part. The rest of the canopy is in good condition, but the front part got torn up. It was so windy, and I didn't realize that the wind was shaking the camera. I kept looking back at the camera to make sure it wasn't falling over. That's my mom, guys. She came over to visit us, but it was shaking the camera. That's how windy it was, but it's going to be a short clip. Okay, so maybe it wasn't as short as I remembered or I thought it was from when I previously edited this video, but I thought this clip of Kingston was too cute to remove. So bear with me, guys. I promise you it ends. So in the next clip, you guys are going to see the results of everything I did in the backyard so far. I didn't mess with the egg chairs because at this point I was thinking about getting rid of them. I'm getting rid of that crab sand table over there in the corner, sandbox. But here are the results so far. Now we can at least go out there and sit and enjoy. But if you made it this far, I want to thank you guys so much for watching my video, for coming back. And if you're new here, thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoyed, please consider subscribing. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.